Hey, it's LAKEY and welcome back to my channel. Whoa. So we're here with another video, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. You already know what it is, you already know what to do, okay? So today's video is going to be just a real one. I'm just gonna sit down and have a conversation with y'all about just self-love, about loving yourself, and about my journey with it that I've had with it. It's taken some time to get to where I am right now. For me, it's taken a little bit of time to become the person that I have become today. And, I'm still a work in progress like everybody else. So, let's just jump right into this self-love talk. This is a conversation, so please, in the comments, let me know something about y'all, like about y'all's journey with just being okay with yourself and loving yourself. So down below. So without further ado, let's just get into this self-love talk video. So how we gonna start off this talk? Basically, it's just a conversation. So self-love can sometimes be a really hard thing to do. For a lot of people, for some people it comes really easy, and for other people it doesn't come as easy just because of what they've been through. Sometimes it just doesn't come that easy to certain people, and that's okay. Self-love it takes time. Okay, self-love takes a lot of time. I know with me and my story of self-love, it's been something I struggled with my whole life. And a lot of people don't know that. It's just been something I've struggled with just like accepting myself, accepting what I look like, and not so much me as a person, because I think I'm a I'm a bomb person. Okay, I think I am a great person. It's not that I think, is that I know I'm a great person. I know I'm a great friend. I know I'm just a great person in general. I know all those things about myself. But the hardest thing for me was to accept what I look like on the outside. To me, I felt like I felt like my insides didn't match my outsides. You know what I'm saying? Like I just did not feel comfortable in my own skin. I just didn't feel, like myself. Like I just felt like I felt beautiful on the inside. I just didn't feel that on the outside, if that makes any sense to anybody, anybody out there. I hope one person can relate to this. That's why I'm making this video. But like I said, my journey started with just self-acceptance. When I was younger, it probably started in the second grade. I really didn't realize or know. I really didn't think about what I looked like until, I was in second grade. And it started off small. People, they used to tell me, oh, you need to wear a bra. I was very overly developed as a second grader. I've always, been, I just was really overly developed at such a young age. Like, I started puberty very early, but I was just really overly developed. So basically, being overly developed in the second grade, people would always say, why is she so big? Why is her like chest so big? Why is her butt so big? Why are her hips so wide? Like, it was just always a question about the way I looked. I grew up around very slim, thin people, but in my mind, I was used to that. At home, and the rest of my family, didn't look any different really from me. So when I got to school, it was something very completely different. And then and then it made me more conscious of the way I looked. Like, it just made me really uncomfortable to go to school. And, you know, I was bullied for a number of years about being quote unquote fat. And it really did hurt my feelings when I was in the 4th grade, you know. A guy, I can laugh about it now, but a guy told me, why don't I hop my fat A on a treadmill? And that kind of like sticks with people. Like, you know, I am 20 years old, and I can remember all the way in the 4th grade what a boy told me one day. Like, so, and that kind of like sticks with you just throughout life sometimes, you know. Bullying is it can stick with you. So basically, it started from like second all the way up until I was in high school, you know, to not really feeling comfortable with myself. And like, I just started, you know, I didn't really feel comfortable within myself. And, you know, it was really hard. You know, I would always like fidget and make sure my clothes look a certain way, and make sure, like, you know, fat wasn't showing. It was just a really uncomfortable, you know, way. But, you know, over time, I thought it was getting better. And then, you know, college came along. Freshman year was one of the best years of my life. I'm not even gonna say like I was upset and everything, but then I hit a low point. It was right after my freshman year. It was the following fall term of my sophomore year, and I guess I had been like pushing stuff down that I really didn't know was there, or I really wasn't paying attention, because I was living my life, you know. First year of college, like, you just want to have a good time, you know, turn up for the turn up. But you know, come my sophomore year, it was the first day. I remember this like it was yesterday. It was the first day. It was just like the first night I spent. It was like first or second night. I think it was my second night, but everybody else's first night. So, you know, all my friends, they come to the room. We having a ball. We having a good time. We laughing. We chilling. We just on the couch sitting, kikiing, talking. And then, you know, all of a sudden, I just get like this wave of like just nasty emotion, like just basically irritation of like I'm just irritated all of a sudden. So, you know, I remember I get up and I go to my room. I'm over this. I don't say nothing to my friends. I just immediately get up and walk clean out the room. I go back to my room. And so then, like, you know, out of nowhere, my mama called me, you know, like, she called me and she's like, hey, Amaya, like, you know, what's up? How you doing? I'm like, hey, Mom. And she's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, and I was saying I was fine, and I believed it. And my mom was like, you're not fine. And then all of a sudden, like, tears just started running down my face. And that was like a scary point where I was like, I'm crying for no reason, and I have absolutely no reason to be happy. I'm in college. I have great friends around me. Like, you know, why am I crying? And then it really like dawned on me that I was not, you know, and then it dawned on me that I wasn't really healed from what I had been through in my younger years, because it was just like all coming back, I guess, you know, now. And I was like, why now? You know, it comes up on it, and I was like, why now? But I was still that, you know, very uncomfortable girl with her body. I was very uncomfortable with the way I looked. Like, you know, at that time I was really uncomfortable. And more so, I think now I'm looking back, and the reason why it came out during that time was because I was all my friends, they was getting all types of attention. They was getting all types of attention from, like, you know, guys. And I just was like, I was feeling like, wow, I'm less than, because I'm not getting the attention that I want from, like, you know, the guys. And looking back, that's like, why? And looking back, and I'm just thinking about, like, why was I using that as validation to me? And that was like the first thing that was wrong was why am I not enough for me? Why isn't my own happiness and validation coming from myself, thinking and knowing I'm a good person, I look good and all that stuff? Why isn't it coming from me? And I had to dig deep inside, and I guess I was very scared to even, to even want to acknowledge that like pain and that hurt. Like it's a scary thing to have to be 100% honest and say, yeah, I don't like myself. Like, be like, I didn't, and I thought I did. And people I was around thought I did too. The other people, I was cool with, they all thought, Amaya is confident, Amaya is happy, Amaya is this. Everybody thought I was the most confident person. Is from what I had portrayed and put out to, like, every day I would be like, yeah, I know I'm cute. And all my friends know I take a bunch of pictures. I always take pictures of myself. I'm the selfie queen. So on the outside, to anyone, it looks like I'm confident, but on the inside, it's a different story. And so I had believed that I was okay, but I didn't really deal with my pain. So, let's fast forward. I think I had dealt with it. I'm like, I cried it out a little bit, talked to my friends about it, and I thought I was doing okay. I thought I was all right. And then fast forward to boom, quarantine hit. I'm back home. Quarantine hit. Gotta pack up my stuff from school, wind up back home. And I sat in quarantine, after spring semester it had ended, I had dealt with all that pain. I'm like, all right, I'm good. I gave myself a false sense of being okay and being good. But at the time, I didn't know that. But now, hindsight is always what? 2020. And 2020, what? This year is the year of what? Vision. Perfect vision. You see things you ain't never seen before. Okay. Let me stop. But anyway, so I come home, finish school, finish spring semester out at home on the computer, all that good stuff. And, then there's what I got to do? Nothing. There's really nothing I was doing because we were in quarantine because of Corona. So I was just sitting, not doing nothing. I wasn't even going outside. That's how bad it was. I was sitting in the dark, sleeping all day. I was sleeping a really long time. And that was like a really like horrible place to like be in. I was not doing anything. I was not productive, and my brain wasn't either. And I was just becoming this like shell of a person. I wasn't really doing anything. And then I started thinking negative thoughts, and then I started thinking those thoughts again about myself, that I just felt ugly, I felt fat, I felt like, oh, I'm disgusting, like all I'm doing is eating and sleeping, and like I'm just not doing anything. I was feeling gross. And I think a turning point for me was, finally getting up and doing something. So my mom was like, Amaya, get up, why don't we go and walk? It's good to get out the house and some sunshine. And that's what I did the first time. We walked, and it made me feel like 10 times better than what I was feeling. And so finally, I realized a turning point is when I was active and doing things, and not just sitting down and moping about myself. I was doing something and getting out and being productive. It made me feel a whole lot better about myself. And so I remember I vowed to myself that I was gonna whether it be walking, whether it be working out. I was going to do something. I wasn't just going to do nothing all day, because that is a horrible place to be in, and it's not a good place to be in. So, oops, sorry, I scratched my ear. So I vowed to myself I was just going to continue to work out and all that. And then over time, you know, I began to appreciate my body. And then that turned into, you know what? I think I like the way my body looks. You know, I'm looking kind of good. You know, I look in the mirror, I pass the mirror, I look at my body and say, hey, you look good today. Hey, what you doing over there? You know what I'm saying? What? You know, I do a few little squats every day. You know, do my little squats, do my little sit-ups. You know, I'm doing, you know, workouts. And I'm looking at myself. I'm like, oh, okay. You're looking kind of cute today. And then over time, that just changed into, you know, a love for the way I look. And I started to say, you know what? This is my body. This is my body. Okay? The Lord gave it to me. I only got one body. And I'll be darned, okay, if I'm going to go my whole life hating it and just pleading and saying, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, I wish I had a different body. Now, you can't tell. It is what it is. My body look like this. I'm either going to deal with it or not. And you know what? It don't even look bad. Like, it doesn't even look bad. And I don't know why, you know, I was telling myself that it did. But, you know, over time, you start to just believe the lies that are being told to you. And you know what? And then now, I don't care. You call me fat, you call me ugly, because I know I ain't ugly. I might be a little chunky, okay? A little chunky, but I'm a little chunky, all right? Might be a little thick. Now, no, chunky, I'm thick, okay? I'm thick with 2 C's, period. So now it's like I have more of an appreciation for who I am, and I love myself, and I ain't never gonna let nobody tell me, you know, that I ain't cute, that I ain't beautiful, that I ain't pretty. You wanna know why? Because that's a lie. That's a lie for what? What I'm gonna believe that for? So now nobody can tell me nothing about myself, because I know it ain't true. If it ain't coming from me, it ain't true. And I know it ain't true, because God made me in his image. And to sit here and believe what these people tell me who did not create me would be crazy. And so now I have a whole different, you know, outlook on myself and my mindset. And so I said all of this to say, you know, a journey of self-love, you know, it takes a minute to just appreciate who you are and yourself. It takes a minute, but it's okay. You know, and there might be days where you say, oh, I don't feel good about myself. You know, but just know deep down inside, you are you. There's only one you. You are beautiful. You are perfect. Well, not right perfect, but you know what I mean. You are beautiful. You are smart. You are intelligent. You are a great human being, and you are important. You is kind. You is important, and however it go, you know what I mean. From the help, you is smart. You is kind. You is important. Yeah. Period. Tell yourself things about yourself that are positive, and that was part of my issue where I was not, you know, I was not affirming myself. So now, you know, I look in the mirror, I say, you was smart, you was kind, you was important, and a bunch of other things. You are pretty, you are cute, you are beautiful, you are made in God's image. Don't let anybody tell you nothing wrong with you. You are everything. I tell myself that I'm the baddest. I'm number one to me, and that's all that matters. So all that other stuff people might say about you, let that go off your back, because it doesn't matter at the end of the day. You are you, and that's all that matters. Is that all that matters at the end of the day is that you love yourself, and that's it, you know? And so I really want to make this a series on my channel where I just either rant or I talk about, you know, self-love, because I feel like people need to love themselves. You know, like myself, I needed to love myself. And the moral of this whole thing is to love yourself and to not seek any type of validation from anybody else, you know, because that's going to get you nowhere, and you're still going to feel empty inside because you don't love yourself. If you don't have a cup filled up, how can you, you know, pour into other people? And so that's the whole thing. So you have to feel inside to feel full inside for other people to see that as well. And so I hope this kind of helps someone. I know it might seem like a little rantish. I didn't have my notes and things from the last video. I didn't have any notes. I just wanted to just talk off the top of my head, to, you know, to become closer with y'all. This is a friendship. You know, I want to build a friendship, and I don't make notes when I'm talking to my friends. I just talk, and whatever come out of my head and my mouth just come out, and, you know, that's what it is. So I'm gonna basically wrap up this video. So I'm gonna wrap this up, and I keep on saying it, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and you already know what to do. Stay blessed and stay beautiful, baby.